Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Uncle Matt's Cookery Lessons. I'm going to cook a really beautiful fish called hake. It's lovely. Hi, I'm going to make a dish with hake, very underrated white fish. I think it's part of the cod family. It's a great alternative to cod if you're fed up with that, or haddock, pollock, etc. Very nice, extremely popular in Spain. So what I thought I'd do is give it a Spanish feel. I'm going to do a chorizo stew with some beans. I've got some white haricot beans, some vegetables. Chorizo is going to be absolutely delicious, and I think you're going to really like this one. Right, to speed things along, I've pre-prepared all the ingredients, but as it says there on the screen, the full recipe is in the description, so feel free to go and have a look there. But there's the chorizo, and if I accidentally call it chorizo, I think it's a bit pretentious when English people call it that. I apologise. But anyway, that's the hake. So yes, part of the cod family, if you say. Now, hey, this is what I got. Same taxonomic order as cod, known as Gadifones. There you go. Either way, it's beautiful, but it is very delicate, so I'm really carefully just checking to see if it's been scaled, but surprisingly, actually, they've taken off most of them, but there's always a few on the edges, so I just like to just very, very delicately run my knife against the nap of the scales, and then after I've done that, I like to put it all back in place, because I think it looks nice, and I'm a bit of a pedant like that. So just give it a dab down. Treat this fish with respect. It's back in season now. It's really lovely, but you can see how delicate and soft it is. You have to treat it like a lady, very gently. What I'm doing there is just checking to see if there are any pin bones left in it, and they took those out as well. Well done, fishmonger. I'm going to score this thing now, and that just means just cutting, only just breaking the skin. It makes it look nice, but it also serves a purpose when you are cooking this, pan frying it. It's less likely to curl up. But all I do is sort of pinch the flesh together to create a sort of proud lump, and then just run the sharp knife. I'm only going a couple of millimeters into the flesh. Don't cut too deeply. Those are done. Leave those to the side while we wait for the autofocus to correct itself. Come on. We're going to make this sort of Spanish inspired stew, because I couldn't find a classical name for this, but there goes the chorizo first. Always put the chorizo in first. See, I called it chorizo already. Put the chorizo in first, let the spices, the paprika, leak out of it. It's going to just flavour and colour. Followed after just a couple of minutes by the other ingredients. I've got carrot, celery, onions, garlic. That was the stalks of the parsley went in. The top parts of the parsley I'm waiting until later. Parsley being my favourite herb. And just over a medium lowish heat, just stir this away, keep it moving, don't let it burn. We're not after colour here, we're just after softening those vegetables, getting all those flavours fully acquainted with each other like they are. It's time for some vino. Obviously Spanish wine would be ideal. It probably wasn't, it was just whatever was in my fridge. And yeah, just simmer that for a little while. Let the alcohol cook out. You don't have to set fire to it or anything. You probably wouldn't be able to anyway. But I just have a taste. And when I think that it's the raw edge of the alcohol is gone, in with the tomatoes. Swill out the can with a bit of water. And that is some fish stock previously made. If you want to see how I make fish stock, I did quite a long-winded version where I did a whole sea bass from scaling, gutting, filleting, making stock, everything. It's quite long-winded, but if you find it useful, I will put it in the description. A bay leaf goes in there, and that can simmer away now for a little while. There's no rush, but it shouldn't take too long. Near the end, those are tinned cooked beans. Those white haricot beans. I wanted to get butter beans because I thought that would be more traditional, but couldn't find them. You know what it's like nowadays when you're shopping, you get what you get. And of course it's me, so tons and tons of black pepper after I've had a taste. Just the salt levels. I didn't put any salt in the beginning because the chorizo is salty. You never know. So
leave that to the end. It's done now. Basically, just going to put that on a very, very low heat at the back. The fish is not going to take long to cook, although I am going to cook this on a very, very low heat. You don't have to cook it quite as low as me, but I really trust the pan I was using. But also, one of the key things to understand is that if you're pan frying fish and on the skin, and or anything really, and it's sort of sticking to the pan, just wait. Just be patient. Wait a little while. Keep that heat down, not too high, and it will release itself when it's ready. Can have faith. Instead of putting oil in the pan now, I've decided I'm going to season and oil the fish on a plate like that, and now that's ready. This is a decent pan, but you know, even a skillet, if it's reasonably seasoned, you should be able to do this. So in with the 2 pieces, very, very, very gently. Oh, by the way, I put a community post out a little while ago to celebrate me hopefully soon reaching 10,000 subscribers. Obviously can't take that for granted, but it looks like it's going to happen soon. And I've had some questions posted to me, so I will be doing a video soon. But if anyone didn't see that community post and you have some questions for me, it could be anything. It could be about food related, could be personal, I suppose. Anything you want, really, within reason. And yeah, I'll address those in a Q&A. Right, so butter went in because we needed it to be a bit better. You can see the colour change. It's becoming slightly like opaque rather than that sort of pinky colour. It's cooking. We're cooking this almost all the way on the skin. We're just going to turn them over and just let them sort of turn the heat off very quickly and just let them finish that side. But I like to cook the fish as much as possible on the skin, really delicately. Turn that over. I broke a bit off it, and this one even more so. Maybe this is why cod is more popular. It's a slightly firmer, meatier fish, but I think the flavour of hake is superior. So that heat's on really low. Squeeze a lemon because them's the rules. And I just put that on the back there now. That's off that heat. Remove bay leaf. Double check that the stew is good. Some fresh herbs in. You don't have to use parsley. You can put dill, tarragon, put anything you want. Finally, just check it. Is it nice still? Yeah, it's pretty nice. But it needed more pepper. So in with that bit of pepper. And we're going to plate this thing up. And very simple, in a bowl, a couple of spoonfuls of that lovely stew. Sit your bit of hake upon it, and that's it. I'm going to hand you back over to me for the tasting.
There you go, hake. It's soft hake. It's a lot softer than cod. The flavour. Oh, the flavour is gorgeous. I think a little spoon went aioli from my last video. Maybe I can just sort of put it on the side and mix it. Oh yeah, no, it's great. Anyway, so if you fancy having a go at that, hake with a Spanish style chorizo broth or stew, let me know how you go on. Anyway, see you soon. Bye.